Keep smiling. How difficult it is. Good morning. Keep smiling. It is very difficult to smile at home. It's very easy to smile outside. Even when we claim we are very close to the people at home. I'm telling the fact of the life. I'm not saying anything. Isn't it? You would agree with me. Yeah, still a couple of minutes, we'll start with that. Any question in the meantime? This is meditation.
Will all sessions be guided? All sessions will be guided meditation, right?
All sessions will be guided meditation. Yes, from my point of view. No, from your point of view. The last week's session is a series that I give, and the title is Layman's Guide to Relaxation, Resilience, and Mindfulness. That is the one series I give, a basic. Today's I'm thinking that let us pick up briefly another series, Retrain the Brain, Release the Stress, and Discover Peace. Yes, guided meditation from my point of view. No, from your point of view, because today's session belongs to another series. There is another series which I gave, Guided Meditation and Stress Management, that I will take up in the third week. So you will get a taste of, we Americans like, to taste window shopping.
It's like a buffet.
Buffet, yeah, yes, in 4 practices. So normally I have designed a series, 10 series, and one series I say Shanti meditation, level 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That includes all the different practices from different traditions. But what you have to do, you're not window shopping. You have come here to bring about a change in your life. Yeah? I still remember what my master said almost 30 years back. We were in the Himalayas. He used to carry 6 feet long stick. Days of 85. We were walking, and then he put his chin on the stick. And he asked all of us, there were a couple of students, disciples, what a mother has to do to remember whose son is working in United States. What a mother has to do to remember that his son is there in United States. We said nothing. So he said, this is meditation. Go back home and think of it. What we have to do, the mind becomes alert. What I have to do. But meditation transcends the mind. The mind has to do something. Huh? So first three principles that we always should remember. I told you that the Eastern wisdom. Before that I would say that, I will repeat that 60-minute session, little bit of gossip about the principles of the Eastern wisdom so that you understand. And after that we will have a guided practice. And then we will share our experiences. So Eastern wisdom, I told you, which is 6,000 years old, 3,000 teachers, text. Thousands of practices. Every master followed the same principle but customized the practices. Just a reference. Eightfold Noble Path. We talk about it. The seventh path is the mindfulness. Ashtanga Yoga, the eightfold path of yoga by Patanjali. More or less they both were contemporaries. And go back 600 years back, before Buddha and Patanjali, there was a great master who is known as a Lord of Yoga. He also made famous the eightfold path of yoga that includes meditation. So, the goal is to discover yourself. What is your true nature? Declaration. True nature is of the nature of peace, happiness, love, and the wisdom. Potentially, we are made of peace, happiness, love, wisdom. So, discovery of that, whether you say it as mindfulness or meditation, I have clarified you in the last session that, we Americans like very interesting buzzwords, No, this is mindfulness, this is meditation. This is Jen, this is Ken. No, you name it. Now coming to today's session. Based on the teachings, remember, I don't know anything. I'm teaching based on the tradition. So, the word Kundalini. Kundalini. What is this Kundalini? You have heard it, you have read it, you might have given the practice, you might have attended the program. What is this word Kundalini? Kundalini is a Sanskrit word. There are two meanings. One meaning is that coiled, like a snake. So do we have a snake in the spine? So if you start thinking that we have a snake in the spine and that energy is coiled 3.5 times, that is how we express. Yeah? Is the energy, that is electricity, is coiled? We don't use our intellect. We say, yes, you are my guru, so I accept. Whatever you say, I accept. And the second meaning, before I give you the second meaning, I give you a little understanding. The God, if the God exists, before pushing us out of the womb of a mother, He asked us, I am sending you to the terrible world that is full of suffering. Are you ready? We don't remember, but He asked. That's why we are alive today. Oh, yes, I want to enjoy this world. It's a terrible world. It's so full of hell. Are you ready to go? We said yes. So, okay, out of compassion, God said that I'm giving you a choice. You can make this terrible world a heaven. You can turn that hell to the heaven. And he put a bowl upside down. And that upside bowl is this skull. That is another meaning of kunda. Kunda. Kundalini. And I found this meaning from the text which was written almost, I would say, 4000 BC. Something about 3800 BC. The text is known as Atreya, is a great master, and Aranyaka is a group of text. Aranyaka, Sanskrit word which means forest. So when they discovered the path of meditation, they were not satisfied. They said, okay, let us try again. So a couple of those masters went into the woods and they started contemplating, they started practicing. So the Aranyaka means the group of the text where the masters went into the forest and they contemplated, meditated, and they found the different practices. One of them is Kundalini. So now compare it with the science. We have a potential of the brain, and this is Kunda, the bowl, upside down. So when you awaken the potential of the brain, you are doing Kundalini meditation. I know you will not change your opinion so easily because you might have done hundreds of sessions of Kundalini meditation. No, this is wrong. So I have nothing to say, it belongs to the tradition. I'm passing on that tradition. So we have that potential power that is involved in three things. In survival. When I have to survive, I have to fear. That is the first center. Because of the survival, I have lot of desires. That is the second center from the bottom. And when I fulfill my desire, there comes a greed. So first three centers are the survival, desire, and the greed. But where we express our fear, do you express your fear in the base of the spine? Or here? Where? Are you sure? So whether it is a fear, whether it is a desire, no smile? Yeah. It is difficult to smile at home. At least we can smile here, together. You'll only tolerate me for an hour. After that, I will go. I have another session. So you see that? So once you bring about a change, now one principle I will use it. In one of the Upanishads it says that this mind has two challenges. All the problems and the suffering are caused due to desire and the prana. Prana means energy. What do you mean by prana? Prana, first unit of energy. The energy that pervades everywhere. That is known as prana. Another understanding, that by which the living force is alive. It's a long understanding, 12 fingers. Air comes here and from these 12 fingers it converts into prana. Not before that. So that's another thing. So the desire and the prana, these are the two factors. You control your desire, the prana is controlled. You control the energy, the desire is controlled. What is desire? A very clear definition, understanding. I feel a sense of incompleteness in myself. So when I feel a sense of incomplete in myself, then what I seek others. Maybe a person, you can give me happiness, you can give me peace. The sense of incompleteness triggers the mind. It hesitates. And that hesitation brings your energy level down. And that energy goes down in a potential form, we have to release it. So once you release that energy, one example my master used to give, that the flame always points upward. If there is no wind, if there is no wind of fear, no wind of desire, no wind of greed, that flame of consciousness and energy starts moving upward. Naturally, there is no danger in it. So if anyone says, oh, there are many dangers in the Kundalini meditation, they are following a wrong path. You make the path, it's a conscious journey. What we are going to do? There are a lot of things, I don't want to go in detail, because that is why I say it is a series. So every time in a series I pick up one topic. Either you give me a topic or I pick up a topic. But my one topic remains the same, Keep a smile on the face. Not for me, for your sake. So every time I pick up a topic to make you understand, and based on that, we give the practice. It is still the guided practice. The guided practice means I borrow my mind to you. And you keep your mind aside. Don't go into the other definitions, because that will make your mind crazy. So what happens in this journey, today what we are going to do, first 5 minutes, we will move into the state of mindfulness. A lot of thoughts coming into my mind. This is the first session. It always happens in every series. So when you live into the state of the mindfulness, that means you are moving the mind from outside to inside. You have 3-story house. What you do? First you have to move horizontally from outside to inside. From inside you can go to any floor. So first the mind has to move inside, consciously. Where is the smile? Where is the smile? It takes only 32 groups of the muscles to smile, I heard from the science. And it takes 132 groups of the muscles to have a big face. Choice is yours. You want to do tough tasks? Do it. So the first step will be, we will go into the mindfulness, so the mind starts moving inside. The second step will be to release the energy from the unconsciousness. It will follow with the 3 steps. Question comes, are you ready? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Guys, are you guys ready? Ready? How should I believe? Are you qualified? That is the problem. We are ready, but we are not qualified. I'm ready to have $1 million. I have seen here in this, everywhere. I went to a couple of countries, and everywhere, everyone is ready for meditation. And when I ask the second question, are you qualified? I don't know what it means to be qualified. But yes, I'll take later. So why I raised that question, that whatever this guy says, please follow it. Do not allow your mind to come in between. We'll talk about qualification later. there are 12 steps of qualification. Based on that, we understand that which practice to follow. And Buddha also elaborated, everyone, every teacher. Then we will come to the third step. So in the third step, we will balance the energy. Yeah. Sometime, I get a lot of money, in cash, private sessions, okay, $100, $150. And then I bring it out and I organize. The same way, money is also an energy. So once we release that energy, the third step will be balancing that energy. Now once you start balancing the energy, you have variety of experiences. Freezing, body sinking into the floor, or you may feel bodies rising up, you have visions and the colors. Let it come and go. Just accept it. Don't start thinking, I have seen a bright light, then I am awakened. Why should I see the bright light with eyes closed when I am able to see the bright light here? Don't pay too much attention, because that will lead you to hallucinations. And my job is very clear. I'm ruthless in that aspect. The moment you say, I have seen, one guy came to me and he said, I saw the God. I said, okay, then why you are here for my class? No, I have a lot of stress, but I have been communicating with the God. I said, go back home, communicate with the God. Tell God to manage your stress. No, that's not my cup of tea. Very clear in my approach. And the fourth step will actually be a Kundalini meditation. So all the first three steps, which also consist of a lot of steps, plus don't copy it, you'll be in trouble. Disclaimer. That's once you continue the journey, then you start understanding this is how it works. And then you are, because you have already answered me silently, are you qualified? So, okay, are you ready? Start. Sit or lie down. Don't suffer in meditation while sitting like me and then you will have a pain meditations. Don't do that. Whatever is the most comfortable to you. One teacher in Pennsylvania asked me, then the energy will not go up if you are not sitting. The energy will not go up. So you can remain happy while sitting, lying down or sleeping in any posture, isn't it? Okay, anyhow, close your eyes. Sit or lie down. Uncross your legs if you are sitting. Your hands are near the thighs, facing the ceiling if you're lying down. If you're sitting, keep your hands facing up on the thighs or the knees. First step, which has 3 points, and that is my signature step. Eyes are closed gently, being comfortable. How you become comfortable? By doing nothing. How to do nothing? That brings are you qualified? But anyhow, we'll do the practice. Move the mind on the neck joint. When the mind is on the neck joint, you are aware, you feel the sensation. The same mind tells you are comfortable, and there is a sense of steadiness. So the entire journey of awareness from one experience to the other, confirming that you are comfortable, helps your mind to move within. Shoulder joints, you can adjust and align, my friends. There is no issue at present, but once you adjust and align, then you are steady, comfortable. And hip joints, feel the sensation. So what happens? Am I asking, forcing your mind to feel the sensation? No, the sensation is already there. Your mind goes there. You become aware of the hip joint. There is a sense of awareness there. You feel the sensation, comfortable steadiness. Knee joints, feel the sensation being comfortable. And the entire body is comfortable. Be carefree, free from all the cares of the mind. Give many metaphor examples to make you understand. You are standing across a US 1 highway. You don't move, but you are watching and observing the traffic. Same way. There is a mental highway inside, and there is a mental traffic. Are you the mental traffic? No. Are you the mental highway? No. That is the real meaning of being carefree. That is the meaning of being let the thought come and go. And we intellectualize it, and still the thoughts are coming and we get carried away. Done. Third point, being casual. Being looking deep inside the head, diving deep inside, and simply let me awaken to my real self. Simple, non-verbal. That is why we are here. Once there is an awakening, we move into that state of the peace and happiness, love and the wisdom. Then what happens? We live in that peace and happiness. That is the goal of any and all meditation. The first step is done. Now, the second step, releasing the energy from the unconsciousness. What is that unconsciousness? Mind. What it contains? Same thing. Fear, greed, desire, and related thoughts of likes and dislikes. So if we release the energy, if we strip the energy from that unconscious movement that is continuing in my being, what is going to happen? It will dry up. How we do it? Look inside the chest. Just look inside the chest in the space and start breathing quick and fast from the chest. Don't name any breathing. Start breathing quick and fast from the chest. From the nostrils into the chest. You inhale, the chest expands. You exhale, the chest contracts. You maintain that awareness. It is the movement of the rib cage. I'll tell you why we do it later. Continue, please. Continue, do not stop in the middle. I'm throwing a challenge to you. Are you ready? Yes. Are you qualified? Say yes and continue. Don't start thinking anything. Then it will help you. Continue. Continue. Retrain the brain, release the stress and discover the peace. Series, programs and practices. Continue, please. Continue. Continue. I know if the entire group doesn't go with it, I'll customize the practice and stop it and do nothing. Look at the head and the neck. Experience the sensation, relaxation and stillness. At this time, don't change the breath. Leave everything. Drop all the efforts. It is required. Look at both the arms. Feel the sensation. relaxation and stillness. Move the mind on the chest and the belly. Feel the sensation, relaxation and the stillness. Look at both the legs, sensation, relaxation and the stillness. The entire body. Sensation, relaxation and the stillness. In that state, we are still in the second step, the second part of it. You see that even when I say second step, it has got basically 6 steps. And that 6th step helps me to know where you stand. Now look inside the belly button. In belly button, it is the center of the will, the center of the action. You have to use the same 2 nostrils, but start breathing little long in the hissing breath into your belly. I'm not giving you a tough task. It is a long breath. You should experience that. You inhale into the belly and you exhale from the belly. I'm aware that some of you are still breathing from the chest, and that gives me a clear understanding about you. There are 70 indications that you know. Continue. Please continue. Belly breathing. I'm not naming any breathing practices of which you are aware. It is not required. Is the body is in the state of steadiness? The body is comfortable, or are you started moving the body here and there? It means your mind was not aware in the very first step. Once it is done, body is parked outside. You are inside. You're working on the breath with a center deep inside the belly button. And stop it. Again, we settle again. We want this mind should remain inside. That is one. And it should get a taste of the energy that is released. That is why I will continue the same step. I'll change the steps later. Look at the head and the neck. The mind moves on the head and the neck. You feel the sensation, relaxation and the stillness. Look at both the arms. Sensation, relaxation and the stillness. Look at the chest and the belly. Sensation, relaxation and the stillness. Look at both the legs. Sensation, relaxation and the stillness. The entire body. Experience the state of the body. I'm using that metaphor. The car is parked outside. That is your body. We have to transcend the body. If the body moves, it means the mind is still engaged in the body. Who knows it? You. My saying will have no result at all. I'm a pointer. But still our mind rushes outside. One of the most important qualification every master talks about. You may have started experiencing some sensation, let it happen. And now the third breathing, focus deep inside. the forehead in the space and start breathing long and the hissing breath, both from the belly and the chest. Make yourself aware, the mind is aware that it is inhaling first into the belly, then into the chest, then it exhales from the belly and from the chest. And the center inside the forehead is the center of the wisdom. I'm also demonstrating you. What I'm asking you to do it, I can do maybe 50 times more than you. Continue. Continue, please. Continue. Continue. Do not stop in the middle. Keep your mind aside. Your mind will object to the new experiences. And there is no danger. You are always in safe hands. When I'm present and I'm guiding you, the so-called guided meditation. And stop it. Now again we will follow. Is the car totally parked? There are many reasons the body moves. Many reasons. To be clearly understood. Look at the head and the neck. Feel the sensation. Relaxation in the stillness. The mind looks at the right arm, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Left arm, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Chest in the belly, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Right leg, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Left leg, sensation, relaxation and stillness. The entire body is in the state of sensation, relaxation and stillness. You may be experiencing a sense of calmness and a conscious experience as if the mind is living within. We will use the 3 mantra in a very simple way. What is important? You bypass the body, means the body is totally parked. And you know what I mean by making that statement. So we don't use and touch the breath also. Just stay there for a while. Experience. My friends, I still remember my master used to say, you have to learn from your own experiences. I cannot give you my own. And that is why I customize, because I have studied science and psychology, so it helps me to reorganize, teaching you the same thing. Now take a deep, silent and slow breath, no noise at all. First into the belly and the chest. And while breathing out, make the humming sound louder, deeper and longer. Now we are balancing that energy. Continue. louder, deeper and longer. Lips remain together. Your awareness is maintained deep inside the forehead. Continue the journey. And stop this humming sound. After balancing, in every step, based on the group or the individual, I customize. I remove this step, I add other practices to help you evolve easily, for which you are qualified at that particular moment. How do I know? That's a long story. Now moving into the next step. Here the mind is still complaining. It is still desiring and thinking. We need to get rid of this mind. There are many ways. Look inside the forehead. Don't link it with the breath and the body. So we bypass both the body and the breath. Look deep inside the forehead at any point in the space and mentally hammer that space with a sound, aim. Mentally you are doing. There is no noise outside. Aim, 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 mentally. Aim, 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 aim. The first sound is aim. Aim, 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 aim. Mentally you are hammering. As quick, as fast as possible inside you. What you are doing? You are working on the mind. Aim, 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 aim. Mentally. You're not taking the help of the lips or the tongue. You're not taking the help of the breath. And let us see. If that happens without any change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath, maintaining the calm and the poise in the body, you experience what it means by transcending the mind. You know it yourself. At the same time, you may have sudden visions in the colors. It's okay. You may have numbness, the tingling. It's okay. Be with it. Be with it. Or you may have simply a silence. It all depends on your stage in the level of evolution. Now, stop hammering, aim deep inside the forehead. Be in the state of doing nothing. Aim is the sound that awakens the wisdom inside, and that wisdom leads us to a deeper state of meditation. Then there is a center of emotion deep inside the heart. Look deep inside the heart in this space. Here the mantra is, the sound is Hreem. Hreem, 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 Hreem. You are hammering mentally. Why I use the term hammer? You will get an idea. You hammer the nail into the wall, what happens? You pierce deep into the wall. What is this wall? Wall of ignorance, wall of suffering. Hammer it. With the mantra deep inside the center of the heart, Hreem, 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 Hreem. And that you hear the sound deep inside you. You see, nobody knows outside. Allow the experiences to take place. Don't worry about it. You are in safe hands. Numbness, tingling, freezing, sinking into the floor, rising up, visions, colors. Let it happen. Now, stop this mantra also. Look deep inside the belly button. That is the center of the will and action. And here the sound is clean. Look deep inside the belly button. You're not doing anything with the body and the breath. Mind is working on the mind. The mantra is clean, 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 clean. The way I'm doing it loudly, you are doing it mentally. But how do I know whether I succeed or not? I know. We have overlooked that step, are re-qualified. So how do you know it? The way when you are hammering clean, 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 there is no other thought between the two clean, you simply transcend the mind. In action, that is the power of this Kundalini meditation that fires the brain to rewire it. The neuroscientist only knows that only the mindfulness practices fires the brain to rewire it. No, every practice of our tradition, it evolves the brain. Now, stop this hammering. Now we are coming to an actual, if I say the real state. In the beginning, today, the moment the breath goes in and out, do not change it. Become aware of the breath. The body is still parked completely. The moment the breath goes in, look inside the forehead, drop the same mantra once. Aim, breath returns, take the aim out. Not hammering, casual, natural. So every time the breath goes in, you say aim. That aim is like a drop of a water merges into an ocean of the space. Perfectly natural. Aim, aim. No change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath at this moment, my friends. Same natural way of dropping Hreem inside the heart. The breath goes in. When the breath goes in, as if the breath and the Hreem, you drop Hreem, breath comes out, take the Hreem out. Hreem, 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 Hreem. Mentally. Now inside the belly button, the sound or the mantra is clean. There is no change in the body, there is no change in the breath. When the breath goes in, you look inside the belly button and clean. The breath comes out, clean. Every meditation has to, if it succeeds, you are not doing anything. It happens on its own. But here in the beginning, the practices are different in order to help the mind evolve. Doing nothing now. Remain as you are. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shanti Rupena Sanstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. The same Kundalini symbolically is worshipped as a mother goddess who dwells in us as the eternal peace. So one master says, "O Mother Goddess, you dwell as eternal peace within me. That is why I worship you. That is Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Kanti Rupena Sanstita. This power dwells within us as a light of the wisdom. It dwells as a power. That is why we need to discover that. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You might have noticed we return in a specific way. We don't rub our palms together. No. We don't want that mind should return to the body in a hurry. And that is why we return in a specific way. First, bring your mind on the right palm, feel the sensation. Your mind on the left palm, feel the sensation. Lift both the palms, place it on your eyes. So your palms are like a cup. You cover it with both on the eyes, open the eyes inside in the same darkness, and at that moment ask yourself what happened. Bring the hands down and sit up. We will share our experiences now. So first we'll share our experiences and then I'll take a couple of your questions. Yes, my friends. Last week I said, it was a group of 20 people in English Town. So I said, can I tell you that you are all honeys? We can say even honey to anyone, yeah? Out of love and care. So when women was highly depressed, and I said, can you tell me after the meditation, is the honey at your home and honey here? Who is more important? How are you?
It's just interesting when I lie down, I feel pain in the back.
And when you sit, then you feel pain.
And then when I go inside, the pain was
disappearing.
Disappear.
I like it.
Disappear, and it's when I wake up, it's come back.
It's come back. Why? Yes.
But when I have this journey, it was feeling that my body, especially when we do the sound, like some sound, became empty. I don't know. It was very strange.
I like it. Let me explain to you your experiences.
Like tunnel.
Yeah. That's a wonderful experience. You went deeper. The first part you should understand, that's what the neuroscientists are talking about it, that mindfulness helps you to retrain your brain. It changes the structure and the function of the brain. I would say they are right. We have been doing it for 6,000 years. I'm very clear. And I talked to a couple of neuroscientists. I said, don't tell me that only the mindfulness practice helps you. Mindfulness, the one that we did last week. So this week it is totally active practices of meditation. Every practice changes. If you do it regularly, the mind will change its quality, and the change in the mind will change the brain. It will lead to neuroplasticity. The pain will go away. We have hundreds of studies, but I rely more on the traditional wisdom. I'm telling you, it is happening. The emptiness is a wonderful experience. It means you are able to transcend the mind. Practice is required. Practice, practice, practice.
How is possible?
How is possible? That we will talk later. How are you? You hire me, I'll come to your house. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. How are you? How are you?
I actually did not enjoy the breathing.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
But you like me? Thank you. Thanks, God. Yeah.
Now I feel very, very empty in my soul.
So now you start liking the breathing practices because that made you. Yes. She raised a question. I'm asking, ask yourself, I'm ready, yes. Am I qualified? No. In the beginning. She said, no, I don't like the breathing. So that is how we have to understand every step. So what is like or dislike is one part of our mind. What is good for us is the second. You have to choose between what is good for you and what you like or dislike. A very clear concept in traditional wisdom. In Sanskrit we say path of Shreyas. I have to find out what is good for me. And I have to stick to it. Path of Prayas, pleasure, pain. I marry, why? Because of happiness. I divorce, why? Because of happiness. Path of likes and dislikes. One example. How are you?
Very relaxed.
Very relaxed? Don't believe them, they may be telling a lie. No, sorry.
No, I like the breathing.
You like breathing. Good. How are you?
I'm good, very good, thank you. I have to concur with this woman right here in the orange that the breathing exercises in Kundalini in the past have always made me felt very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But today's exercises were a lot different. I think we did it a little bit longer and the intensity was even greater. So there was that calm at the end of it that was very, very fulfilling.
Yes.
And particularly when we were doing the humming, where we all started off like humming together, and then as everyone's breathing patterns changed, there was still that harmony that was going on, even though the humming was alternating.
Yes, you understood it correctly. So what happens when I say the different steps, balancing the energy and the mind together. So today I gave you the humming, the next time I gave you something else because of the group. So not the same, actually, I follow the same fundamentals. What is the fundamental? Going into the state of mindfulness, moving the mind within, the first step. Releasing the energy from the unconsciousness, second step. Balancing moving the mind deeper within, moving into the higher state. So these 5-6 steps remains the same as the title, but under that I change the steps based on the practice, based on the group. That makes, that helps you to evolve. Otherwise mind says, okay, same pizza, same house, same honey, there's no change. No, I'm just talking. How are you?
I enjoy the breathing.
Yeah.
For me, that helps keep me alert.
Good.
And
I like that.
and as soon as when
Amen, amen, amen.
In our heads, maybe I said twice.
Only twice.
Maybe. But yeah.
It's feeling good, relax, yeah. How are you, my friend?
I'm very well. It was very interesting. I don't normally practice breathing when I meditate beforehand. And it made me realize just how much I enjoy it, and I enjoy the sensation from it. And it was like my body kind of went through stages as we got deeper. So at first, I got really, really cold, and I was like, gosh,
That's good.
blanket on myself or something. I was breathing, and I knew it was like, as I was starting to become more relaxed, of course, it was going to get more cold. And then I got very numb when we were doing
Wonderful.
the breathing exercises, and I was like, somebody's going to have to come and shake me because I don't know if I'm
No,
going to be
no.
able to move after this.
But did you not hear me that you are in safe hands?
Yeah, and that made me feel so much better. So thank you for that.
Yeah. The moment I feel that, I always guide you. I always use those words.
And I think when you said that, my mind went off of the numbness.
Yeah.
And after a while, it was just like I couldn't feel my hands on my legs, I couldn't feel my feet on the floor. So it was beautiful. Thank you.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Be with it. Accept those changes. And I will talk a lot about it. I can talk a lot about these experiences. The moment she was feeling a tunnel and emptiness, you're feeling the numbness. There is a whole knowledge that is explained by many teachers in different traditions. So that we will take up later. But any of these experiences are really good. Just to give you a clue, they tell us the movement of the prana into the lower, higher, and the highest consciousness with reference to the body gives you these experiences. How are you, sir? Good?
And I don't know if it's because last week I laid down, this week I sat up, but as you had us focus on our forehead, and I felt more like I was falling. So.
Falling, feeling good, calmness?
Yeah.
Yeah. So today, now, you can teach her. How are you?
I'm good, but my experience was like you too. The breathing was uncomfortable, and I felt dizzy.
Yes.
But afterwards, when you asked how to stop, then that relaxation came in. So it's almost like it was the extremes.
Yes. You guys did only 1 minute of 3 breathings, right? And when people have come to me for anxiety, for depression, so slowly, like a grandfather, slowly, I pat on them and I ask them to breathe sometime for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, because I have to release all the garbage that is in the mind to help them manage their depression or even the bipolar or the seizure. A lot of issues that I have taken care here and also in India. Now, I'll tell later those experiences. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I struggled too with the breathing. I felt it very uncomfortable. And then I kind of became very self-conscious about it, and I tried to release those feelings, and something happened. They went away.
I like it. You're getting into it. Yes.
I feel incredibly relaxed, and I felt a little dissociated from my body. I felt it was there. It was kind of like...
we need that dissociation.
Yeah. I would check in with it, kind of like when I check in on my daughter when she's napping. Like, okay, you're there. I went off on my own and did my own thing. So it was cool.
I like it. Every time you practice, you undergo a different change in your experiences. You have to learn from your own experiences. I'm just a pointer. How are you, sir?
Well, how are you?
I'm fine. Mostly I'm always fine.
So
Wonderful.
And in the moment of humming, there was that moment where we would breathe in. And part of that is, I guess there was silence when we breathe in, but then when we're humming, it's almost like joining into the harmony of where the room was in.
Wonderful.
So there's a
Connection. Yeah, that's a good, very good experience. You all, in a couple of, you guys talked about breathing verse. I didn't like the breathing, and I'll tell you why we actually do the breathing. I think you might have gone to different practices, teachers, and I have also gone. I learned from most teachers here in New York, in Pennsylvania, and in New Jersey. I used to go to Yogi Bhajan. There is a center here in Pennsylvania, Mahan Rishi Khalsa. So I taught there for about a year. I wanted to know. But then I reconfirm based on the traditional wisdom. Here is the principle. This is what needs to be done. This is what is happening. I'm happy with everything. How are you?
Good. I have similar experience with breathing. I felt like my body was resisting almost, and it was like, because it's unnatural to my bodies, and it was like, don't do this. But so I felt a little lightheaded, but then it was good.
After that, settled.
And then I had the numbness, and right at the end, I got super, super hot, and I thought I was going to throw up. And I was like, But, yeah.
But did you hear me that I told you that just be with it, accept it, let the experiences come and go?
Yeah, exactly. So I just kind of tried
Yeah.
to be like, okay.
Wonderful. How are you?
I liked, similar to her, I liked the breathing for the distraction of it because it was focused on that and not like the mental highway.
Yeah.
It kind of takes that away from it because you're so focused on that.
Yes.
But I also did feel really lightheaded during it but I liked it for the distraction.
So you feel calm, relaxed. How are you, sir?
I realized after we were done that kind of, I guess you start with the breathing part of it because that's where you start, and all the other stuff, it was like all the ducks were in a row, the way it's supposed to be almost. So after, it was a little uncomfortable, but then I realized after we were done, like, oh, okay, now I see what I was done that way. That's what I thought.
Oh, when I told you to breathe, your body started breathing. Means you started moving the body. That is one of the most important. But yes, now see only the last thing. Tatakshiyate prakasha varanam. There are two main benefits according to the traditional wisdom. We'll talk about the science later, when you increase, you breathe deeply, and then what happens, there is a release of carbon dioxide and oxygen, and it attacks the center of respiration. That's a totally different thing. Tatakshiyate prakasha varanam. The Sanskrit, the literal translation is that it removes the veil of ignorance over the mind. So when the mind lives in ignorance, when you're doing these breathing practices, it removes. The first one. Second, tatakshiyate prakasha varanam. And dharana sucha yogyata manasa. The entire literature, they focus on two things. There are other benefits also. What it happens when you breathe, you are consistent, you're doing it, it gives you a remarkable focus of the mind. So what is the opposite? All the distractions disappear. Now, why you feel comfortable or you are not comfortable with the breath? The question comes, are you qualified? Thank you.